So welcome to the video lecture series on theory of computation. This is Dr.K.N.Sivabalan. And today's video lecture we'll be performing a simplification of context-free grammar. Now a lengthy grammar has been given with a bunch of productions here. But in this case, what we have to do is we have to follow a sequence of procedures to simplify this grammar. Now we'll learn about what are the procedures now. So the rules for it is, so the rules are, the first step, find the useless symbols. Find the useless symbols. Okay, and eliminate. So find the useless symbols and eliminate the symbols. Step number 2, eliminate all null productions. So eliminate all null productions. Null productions can also be said as epsilon productions. So third, step number 3, eliminate all unit productions. Eliminate all unit productions. Okay, and the last one is remove all unreachable symbols. Remove all unreachable symbols. Unreachable symbols. So I will just write it. Here we will write remove all unreachable symbols. Okay. So remove all unreachable symbols. So these are the 4 major steps in order to perform this simplification of context-free grammar. So the first step, we will focus on how to find the useless symbols here. So what are the useless symbols? So how to identify the useless symbols? Now in this case, we have to start from a non-terminal and we have to identify which non-terminals are not generating any terminals or strings, okay, which are not actually generating complete strings here. Now that type of symbols are called as useless symbols. Now we will just go on focus on how to identify this. Okay. Now the first thing is focusing on the step number 1. So step 1. So step 1 is actually finding the useless symbols. Now when we take up S tends to AB, okay, so we will go for A. A is actually producing epsilon. Epsilon is also considered as a terminal, okay. A is actually producing an epsilon. When we go for B, B is also generating an epsilon here. So now both actually, when you apply epsilon, we can see here that A and B actually generate terminals. So the epsilon is also called as a string. So the useful symbols are, so the first useful symbols are, now we can have A and we can have B, okay, and S actually derives, so S is also useful symbol, okay, S actually derives A, B. Now when we go for S actually derives C also, now we'll go for C, whether C is actually generating any useful symbol here. So C actually generates small c, so small c, so obviously that is also a useful symbol, so C. And when we go for D, D actually derives small d and capital D, and there is no replacement for this capital D. So D cannot derive any further symbols here. Capital D cannot generate any symbols completely. So D we cannot include it. Now, and when we go for E, E actually generates a symbol called as small e. Small e is complete terminal here. And when you go for F, F tends to F. F is a small f and capital F. Capital F cannot be replaced further. So now we can see that E is a useful symbol. And we cannot include D and F. So the useless symbols are, so useless symbols are D and F. Okay. Now what we have to do is, wherever these useless symbols are there, we have to eliminate all these productions. Okay. So now we will write this production as it is. So S tends to AB, it is useful. C is useful, and D is not useful. We will eliminate that. Okay. Now we'll just erase this. So D is not useful here. So we will eliminate that. And the next is A tends to small a, capital A, and A tends to B. This A and B are interdependent on each other. Okay. And we have epsilon. Now we have B. B can derive BB, and it can derive A, it can derive epsilon. So C can derive small c, capital C, and we can have C also small c. And D does not derive any strings here. Okay, D don't have any replacement, so we can eliminate D, and E have E, capital E, and small e can be derived. Okay, now F don't have any replacement. Okay, F cannot derive any string, so we will eliminate F and we will eliminate D. Okay, this has been eliminated. Now, what is the next step? So eliminate all null productions. So we will rewrite this production on the next page. We'll rewrite this production on the next page. So we'll cut this. Excuse me. Okay, so Control C. Okay, now we'll just rewrite this in a new page. Okay. Okay, now what is the step 2? Okay, the step 2 is we have to eliminate all the null productions here. Okay, I'll just change the color here. We will eliminate all null productions. So step 2, eliminate all null productions. So what are the productions which is actually generating null here? So A is actually generating null and B is actually generating null. So now we will substitute an S. So S tends to A, B, and then when you have C here, C don't touch it. Now when I substitute epsilon for A, okay, what will be remaining here? B will be remaining. Okay. Now when I substitute epsilon for B, what will be remaining here? A will be remaining. Okay. Now I don't substitute A and B epsilon because once again it will generate epsilon. So, okay. So the production is like this. Now again I go to the second production. We'll write to the original production. A tends to A. I'll write here, and we have B here. Okay. Now when I substitute epsilon for A, okay, what will be remaining? Small a will be remaining. Okay. When I substitute here, okay, now we will go for B. Okay, BB, we will write the original production BB as it is. Then we have A. Now B is generating epsilon. When I substitute epsilon for this capital B, what will be? B will be remaining, small b will be remaining. Okay, so now we are trying to eliminate epsilon. Now see here, C tends to small c, capital C, and C. No issues in this. And E tends to small e, capital E, and small e. Okay. Now step 2, we have eliminated all the null productions. Now we'll go for step 3. So what is step 3 here? Step 3, we have to eliminate all unit productions. So step 3, eliminate unit productions. So eliminate unit productions. Now, how to eliminate unit productions? So, what is unit productions? Anything you have in the form. What are the unit productions here? So S tends to C is a unit production. S tends to B is a unit production. S tends to A is a unit production in the first level. Then A tends to B is a unit production, and B tends to A is a unit production. So rest of the things are okay. Now we have 5 unit productions, so we have to eliminate this unit production. So now how to eliminate it? Let us take the first production. So S tends to AB, S tends to C. S tends to C is called as the first unit production. Now what you have to do here is, we will try to eliminate these productions one by one. Okay. So the best way of doing that is, now we will substitute S tends to C will be substituted by C's replacement. C has two productions, C tends to C and C tends to small c. Okay. Now when we substitute this C tends to CC and small c in this place, this will get eliminated. So now substitute C tends to small c, capital C, and C tends to small c. Okay. In production S. Okay, in production S. So what will happen? So yes, now AB will be as it is, and now what happens? This C will be replaced by small c, capital C, and small c. Okay, and now we have to substitute for B also. So what is B here? Substitute B tends to BB and A. B tends to BB and B here. B tends to BB and B here. Okay. So when we substitute, okay, we will write as it is. Now we have B and A. Okay. Now we will rewrite this productions. A tends to small a, capital A. B tends to small a. Okay. One more time. Okay. Okay, now this we are getting the answer now. So what we have to do now, again we have to substitute. So substitute B tends to, okay, substitute B tends to small b and B. Okay, in S. Okay, when you substitute like this, what will happen? So we rewrite the production. S tends to AB is the production, and C has a replacement small c, capital C, and small c. Then B can be replaced by small b, capital B, and B. Okay, and then we have A replacement. Okay, now when we replace like this, now finally what you have to do, we have to replace this A. A is a unit production. So how to get rid of that? So substitute A tends to, A can have small a, capital A, and A. Okay, so I am not substituting this B because B is already having a unit production. We are not bothered about that. Now when I substitute in S, okay, so wherever A is there, A can be replaced by small a, capital A, and small a. So S tends to AB, small c, capital C, then small c, then B, BB, B, and this A can be replaced by small a, capital A, bar A. So this is the replacement for S alone. Okay, now still we have to replace other things here. Now we'll go for this. Okay, now I will take this, cut it out, and go for the next page. Okay, so now listen carefully. So we'll go for the previous page now. Now I have to take all this remaining elements here. Control C. Okay. Now we'll go for this one. So I rewrite this. This is the original production. Okay. Now, first production, for S production, we have manipulated. Okay, we have changed it. Now we'll go for the second one. So substitute for this B. Okay, this for this B we have to eliminate this, and for this A also we have to eliminate. Okay, so substitute B tends to BB bar B in A, and substitute A tends to small a, capital A, and small a in B. Okay. Now, when we substituted, what will happen? So, we will write the original production as it is. So, this is unchanged. S tends to AB, small c, capital C, small c, BB, no issues in this, B, and then small a, capital A, and small a. Okay, S is untouched. Now, we will substitute B in A. So, what will happen? So, A tends to small a, capital A, and this B can be replaced by small b, capital B, and small b. Okay, and then we have A here. So, we will write A as it is. Now, when we go for this B, okay, this B, now this B can be replaced as BB, and instead of this A, substitute the A values. A can be replaced by small a, capital A. So, small a, capital A, and A can also be replaced by small a. Okay, and what is remaining here? B is remaining. Okay, now we have done converted A and B now. So, remaining is actually C. C does not have any unit production here. So, C tends to small c, and C tends to C, small c again. And E tends to small e, capital E, and small e. Now, that's it. Now, we have eliminated all these things. So, finally, what you have to do, we have to go for unreachable, find the unreachable symbols here. Okay. So, we have eliminated epsilon productions, we have eliminated null productions here, and we have eliminated unit productions also. Now, what is unreachable? Now, when we just take about this final step 4, okay. So, step 4, eliminate unreachable symbols. So, how to eliminate the unreachable symbols here? Eliminate unreachable symbols. Unreachable symbols. Unreachable symbols. Okay, what are the unreachable symbols? So, when we start with the yes, you can reach A, you can reach B. You can also reach C. Okay, C is also reachable. Okay, and from A, you can reach A, you can reach B. And from B, you can reach B, you can reach A. But C can reach C to C, C to C. Okay, but when you just start from S, E is never reachable. Okay, so since you are starting from starting symbol S, A is reachable, B is reachable, and C is also reachable, and C is also reachable from A and B also. But in E is never reachable, so E is called as an unreachable symbol. Okay, E is called as an unreachable symbol. So we have to eliminate E, all the E productions. So we will rewrite the productions, original productions here. So eliminate E. So eliminate E. When you eliminate E, what will happen? So all these remaining productions will be taking place. So the remaining productions are this one. So except E, all these productions has to get eliminated. Okay, except E, all these remaining productions should get eliminated. So except except E, all these remaining productions should get included. Okay, so I have included all these remaining productions. So that's about the concept of simplification of context free grammar. So thanks for watching the video. Have a good day.